Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to our new FC24 series. Today we're going to be getting into the first ever episode of a Union FC. That's right guys, this is the creative club that we have decided to go with. Union FC is what I've named it, just because I mean, it's one of the names that's in the game that the commentator used, and I usually like to use those names. So that's why we did Vipers FC last on FIFA 23. So this time it's Union FC, and we are going to be in League 2. If we go ahead and check it out, this is it, League 2, and there we are. Union FC is right there. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we can do in this creative club career mode series. Obviously the goal is a road to glory. We're going to try to get up to the Premier League and try to win the Premier League. Really, continental success like the Champions League and all those other European football competitions are very much extra credit really, but obviously as a team who is in England, the main goal really is to win the Prem, coming from the bottom to the top. So I don't know exactly how long it's going to take for us to complete this. I mean, if we look at our squad, I'll go ahead and take a look at the squad right here. This is our squad. It is half a star rating. We're going from the very bottom, guys. So this is like literally the bottom of the barrel type, and so we're gonna have a lot of work to do. And you guys may be wondering, well, you probably give yourself a lot of money. I've actually not. Look at that, 306k only I have right now. I just spent one on a coach, if you guys can see here. Maybe that's probably why I don't have that much money, but I only gave myself $1 million to work with, and we don't even have that much right now. 306k is all we're gonna be working with. So this first season is gonna be very difficult indeed. I think we can do it, and maybe even try to go up. And those are our kits. You know, we're treating this like a type of journey, just like Vipers FC. You know, the jersey right now, we are sponsored by Hummel. You know, one team that really doesn't have that many he's not a big name like Nike or Adidas or like, you know, Pumas. So obviously we're a League 2 team. We're not really looking for a lot of sponsorships, but in the future maybe we will get sponsored, hopefully by one of the big brands, and potentially even upgrade to stadium, because right now the stadium that we have right now, I can't take a look at it right now, but we chose Town Park. That's one of the FIFA or the FC24 stadiums, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. It's a small capacity stadium obviously, and you know, we're just basically renting it because it is a rental. In the future hopefully we will be able to upgrade stadiums. But yeah, this is our squad right now. We are at a 4-5-1 formation. We're probably going to change that though. As you guys know, I like certain formations to play with, but we'll go ahead and see what we can do here. But I also chose it to be more balanced, so we have all kinds of players. So 25-year-olds, 28, 26 right there. Let's see, 30. So we got some older players, 27. So it's mainly more in the middle though. Most of these players are going to be in their primes really. So we're definitely going to have to look for some young talent, and I hope that the youth academy can be something that we can look forward to maybe in the future. I don't think right now, the first season, we're not going to spend a lot. I think the first season we mainly want to get a lot of loan players, a lot of young talents who can grow and maybe even potentially, you know, have an option to buy. Let's go ahead and look at our objectives for the season. So youth development is medium. They do want me to sign one player into the youth academy at the defender position, and then they want me to sign at least 2 players that are younger than 20 years old and potential greater than the average overall. So I think those will be pretty easy to do. We'll see if we can get some youth academy players going. We have some in the youth academy I think already right now, so we'll go ahead and check those out in a little bit. Brown exposure, get 7 games without a defeat in home matches this season, so we want to be exceptional at home this season. Financially is pretty low. They want us to sell 2 players and sign 2 crucial players, and so obviously that's a low one, so we might try to be able to do that. And then domestic success is medium. Obviously we want to, it's a club who just moved up to a League 2, and we want to try to, you know, make our way up, but they want us to avoid finishing in the bottom part of the league, and then they want us to reach the round of 16 stage of the FA Cup, which is pretty ambitious to be honest. And then within 3 seasons they want us to fight for promotion, so we have at least 3 seasons in order to really, you know, try to get up there. But I think we can do it within a couple, maybe even the first or second season really. And you guys are wondering who I put as our rivals. And our rivals are going to be Wrexham. The only reason why I did Wrexham is because, as you guys know, Wrexham is owned by Americans, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. So as an American myself, I figured, you know, why not just make the other American owned, you know, team our rivals. I mean, it wasn't really a big deal who I put, but as you can see there. So yeah, there's our logo as well. You guys will see a better logo. Hopefully I can put it on into the screen for you guys, but obviously the thumbnail is going to be what the how the logo is. Yeah guys, this is our squad, and I think honestly it's going to be tough, especially in these lower leagues. Like I said, these players, they just don't have good, you know, they're look at the ratings are just not up to speed obviously, and so it's going to be very difficult considering we are also the lowest rated team because we are half a star. A lot of these teams in League 2 are either 1 star or 1.5 stars, so they're not like miles ahead of us, but obviously they are better rated on paper. So we do have 1 scout scout, and that is the guy that we are going to get some players for us. Let's go ahead and just automatically set up a scouting network. So I think you know, since he's a small scout, we want to be realistic, and I think we're just gonna stay in England and try to get some English players for us. So let's go ahead and just get to England. 9 months. We're only gonna do 3 months, because if we do 9 months, 216k, that's almost all of our budget. So we're only gonna do 3 months, and we'll just do any, just see what he can bring us, just to try to get something out of it. I know he's 1-star rated, so he's not a good scout, but you know, who knows. And let's go ahead and take a look at our youth academy. So we got some decent players that could maybe make a start for us. This guy, Adam Bell from Canada, 45 rated. He's got a decent potential though, not too bad. But this guy right here is looking pretty decent. OC Pavlov, 67 to 91, already 51 rated. He can definitely be good for us, so we're gonna go ahead and promote him to the senior team. This guy as well, Beck, I just don't think he's, I mean, 37. Yeah, we're unfortunately gonna have to release him. And then these two strapping young lads as well. Ryan Jackson, 15 years old, already 53 rated. He's got a decent potential as well, so we'll go ahead and train him up. And then Rodeo Santos from Portugal, 16 years old, ready to get promoted. It's an okay potential, but he's got a decent overall for the team that we have, so we're gonna go ahead and promote him. And then unfortunately Rojas is not going to be a player we're going to look at, so we're going to go ahead and release him. So we got 2 players here that we can definitely developmental plan. So let's go ahead and take a look. Right back position, he doesn't have good defending though. He's got some decent dribbling, that's mainly his best stat. So I'm wondering maybe if he can do he might be a center back. It says 2 weeks for him to be a center back, so maybe we can do center back. So let's go ahead and train him to be a center back to see how he does. And then our guy Ryan Jackson from Australia, I believe that's what I saw, a center attacking mid, good dribbling, good pace, could be a winger, but we're gonna keep him as a cam. And I think we are going to make him a, looks like he gets the most at advanced playmaker, so we'll do advanced playmaker. And so hopefully he will grow, because he's only 15 years old, so he's not yet ready to get to the first team. So those 2 players, we'll keep training them. But our two youth academy players that just got signed, Pavlov and Santos, good players that can already be into the subs. Actually, Pavlov right back, gonna be competing with the guy Rooney, and then Santos, our right winger, competing with McMahon. So just like that, we already knocked out one of our youth development objectives, so that is good. Alrighty guys, so we got a bunch of shortlisted players here, all from a different variety of leagues. So we got right here this guy Kim Jisoo from Brentford, 18 years old. I'm sure he's not really playing a lot. It says he's unwilling to relocate, so we might not be able to get him, but we'll go ahead and see and find out more. But we have some other players from the championship. We got Adom Malakai from Millwall, left back, 19 years old. And then we got Samuel Amia, if I mispronounced that, England, 16 years old. So this guy could be potentially a future star if we can sign him early and get him on an option to buy. We got Ryan Andrews for right back. We got Rafael Arroyo from Bristol City. We got Paxton Aronson from Frankfurt from the Bundesliga, 19 years old. Then we got a goalkeeper as well, Maximilian Abreu. Looks like he's unwilling to relocate though, so might not be an option. Noah Allen from Inter Miami. He's got some experience with Messi, so maybe we can sign him up. Then we got Vinicius Melo. If you guys remember Melo, I actually did have him in I think it was Vipers FC in FIFA 23, so another fan favorite, and maybe we can get him on another chance here in FC24. Then we got Jalen Neal, and then we got Reese Bennett. I accidentally tried to get him on loan and I couldn't even get the deal done, so unfortunately we have to wait for a little bit. But him as well, we could try to get him if we wanted to. So we're gonna scout all these players, and by next episode we will be able to see if we can sign them. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna do the preseason tournament, and then I think that will be it for this episode. So this is our first game here of the preseason. We're gonna try to see what we can do. We're starting a lot of our weaker players, but just getting them some play time in this preseason. Santos will start, as well as this guy right here, Porter. He's 18 years old. Maybe he has good potential. We'll go ahead and see. Then we got Pavlov as well, making his debut for the club. And other than that, it should be all the other starters. So we're gonna go ahead and quick sim it. Let's see if we can get our first win in our first ever match with Union FC. Let's go ahead and see. Do we get a win? We get a loss. It's unfortunate, but it's only 1-0, so not too bad. I expected, you know, if we were to lose, it would be much worse, but not too bad at all. Looks like Santos, the youth academy guy, had a decent game, but everyone else, yeah, did not really do that great. We got one of our youth academy boys real quick to change his position. Let's see if he goes up. He goes up plus, I think that was what, one or two.
I suffer from short-term memory loss,
so that's not too bad. So let's go ahead and work on his defending. We'll make him a nice sweeper to get his defending up. And then we got another player here, And then we got the young lad as well, Pavlov, who also can be changed to center back. Let's go ahead and see if he goes up. And he only goes up a +1, but that's not too bad. And we're going to make him a ball playing defender because he can still play right back. So if anything, we can, you know, push him at the right if we need to. All right, so we got our second preseason game. Once again, just kind of rotating the squad. I mean, we're not going to win it. We already lost the game. Usually it's impossible to win these tournaments if you lose the first game. So let's go ahead and quick sim this one and let's see what we can do. And we get a 4-2 loss. This time our defense gets absolutely battered, but that is because I did put a much weaker defense. As you can see, they all just did very bad. But other than that, I mean, look at that. McMahon and John did pretty good. Santos came off the bench, did decent. Parkin, and who else got the goal? McMahon was the other one that got the goal, so not too bad. We got our first goals of the season. All right, guys, our last preseason match against Reading here. Let's go ahead and just quick sim it. Once again, a makeshift squad. A lot of these players who are not that high rated don't get into the first team are going to get a chance to play here. So let's go ahead and quick sim it. Can we win it? And we get a draw. So at least we don't end the tournament with all losses. We get at least a draw, but we didn't win a single one. And Santos there got injured. And Mitchell. Oh, my lordy lord. I hope those are not serious injuries because those are... I mean, Santos is a young player and he can already be a star if he gets regular playing time, and I think Mitchell is one of our starters as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And we have sold Vivian Gray, one of our starters, for 290k. The reason why I decided to sell him was because he's 30 years old, and I think I might as well sell him now instead of later when he's older and worth, I mean, pretty much nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and sell him, and I think that will make way for some of these other players to get some playing time. All right, so Santos is pretty good. Up to 5 days, not too big of a deal, but unfortunately, guys, Noah Mitchell, 3 months out. Looks like he tore his LCL, and he's going to be out for 3 months. So that is honestly unfortunate. I don't know if he's was he one of our starters. He's not one of our starters, but he is one of our good backup strikers for Chandler here, so he's gonna miss some time, but that will give some time for Santos to grow and definitely get some more playing time. And we do have some of these players back from the scout. So Aronson, 67, looks like he's willing to unrelocate, so we probably won't be able to get him. Oh, actually we might be able to. It just let me, but I think he's not gonna want to. So let's go ahead and do a loan to buy here. We could potentially buy him after. We'll go ahead and do a 1 year. We'll go ahead and split. I kind of want to do a little bit less. Let's do 55.45. Perfect. And then transfer fee, I don't really know. 67, it might be worth about... And we were not able to sign him. I completely bottled it, but I didn't really mean to. But yeah, so we got all these players. We still got to scout these players right here. But Maximilian Bruce, 60 overall. Noah Allen, 59. Melo's 60 rated. Jalen Neal, 64. He could be very good as well. And of course, Aronson, who is 67. So a lot of these players we could try to get. Let me know in the comments, guys. Who do you guys think I should get? If you guys have any other suggestions, let me know, because I definitely, you know, we have a relatively decent squad, I guess, for League 2 maybe. But I definitely want to get a couple more 60 rated players, especially at the cam position. We definitely want a center attacking mid. We might want to get another center mid for Puke since he is 28, so you know, get someone in there. Maybe a left back, a right back as well. Yeah, the left back definitely is needed. 56. Jennings, how old is Jennings? He's 24 as well, so definitely want to get some players here. Maybe a goalkeeper. I think goalkeeper is very important as well. But let me know what kind of positions I should fill and what kind of players, if you guys have any suggestions. Obviously want them to be very low rated and very cheap, that we can obviously are able to get them, because our budget, we only have 640k. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this first episode. I know it's pretty short, but we have a league game right away, so next episode I will play that, and we'll get into our first 4 games of the season. So we'll play this game, we'll play this game as well against Knots, we'll play the the Carabao Cup against QPR. That's gonna be a tough one, and then we'll play against Walsall again in the league. So that's gonna be 4 games we knock out right away. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys are excited for this Create a Club career mode series. Union FC is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future, I guarantee it. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure to leave a like on the video. Also comment down below, like I said, any suggestions you guys have. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Hit that bell notification to get notified when all of my videos go live. And yeah, guys, that's going to be for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.